two.
Hello, everybody. Today we are going to talk just a little bit about summer cleaning and how best to tackle this annual task. This is going to be just a real quick overview. We'll have some other more detailed pieces to come about summer cleaning, particularly if you're in a high school or a junior high, and even for the elementaries. This is more suited though for the elementary than anything else, but let's dive right on in. So, how to plan for your summer cleaning. When should you start planning? And we know summer cleaning comes around, well, in the summertime. So really a good indicator of when you should start planning your summer cleaning is around Christmas, actually. You should start thinking about, what am I going to be doing this next summer? What is it I need to really accomplish? What's the major task that I have to take care of? Some years it's stripping your floors. Some years it's deep cleaning your lights. Maybe you've got a lot of construction going on. But whatever the big major task is, start thinking about how you should tackle your summer cleaning around Christmas time. And then spring break. When spring break comes along, you should either right before, right after, or during spring break, sit down at your calendar and hammer out exactly how you're going to do your spring cleaning, your summer cleaning, sorry. Why did I say around Christmas break, though, you should start thinking about it? Well, there are things you can do on spring break that will help you prepare for summer cleaning. And so if you're kind of ahead of the game and you're thinking 6 months ahead here at Christmas time, if I did X, Y, and Z over spring break, then I wouldn't have to do it in the summertime. So that's why it's very important to plan well ahead. If you are in May and you're starting to come up with your summer cleaning plan, you're behind. Okay, very simple. So what do I need to take into account when I do my summer cleaning? First of all, you need to look at the summer efficiency schedule and see what days you're not going to be able to be at work. There's several Fridays, usually about 7 of them in the summertime, that we usually don't work on a Friday because of the summer efficiency schedule. You also have to take into consideration your 4th and your 24th holiday. You also need to look and see if there's going to be summer school at your building, if there's going to be a summer lunch program at your building. You need to know about construction projects that may be at your building. All of those things you need to take into account so that you know how best to plan how you're going to get things done. And then you need to make preparations. So let's say we're at spring break. You've sat down at the calendar. You've looked and you need to know how many days you've got to take care of all of this. So if you count from the day school gets out till usually around the 1st of August, when people start coming back, that's usually how long you have. Count how many actual days we work. That will give you some idea of how many days that you'll have to clean your building. Usually it's 42, 43, somewhere in there. It varies from year to year. Anyway, once you know that, then you can start to prepare. You can order the supplies that you will need in. If you have a special project, you can order the supplies for those. You can start looking at whether or not you're going to have sweepers or whether you're going to need some sweeper help for the summer. Whatever it is that you need to do to prepare, the time to prepare is really right after spring break, right after you have your plan laid. So moving on to your cleaning processes. So you've got a plan. You know that you have, let's just say you have 44 days that you have to get the work done this summer. Good for you. You have talked with the night custodian, or if you're a night custodian, you've talked with the day custodian. You guys have coordinated. You know who's going to be taking vacations when, so you know how many man hours that you have to be able to get this job done. So we need to work smarter, not harder. For so many years, a lot of years, we would go in and we would tear the rooms completely apart. You'd wash every piece of furniture, top, bottom, feet, everything, and throw it out in the hallway and scratch your hallway all up. And then we'd clean the carpets, and then we'd throw everything back together, and then we'd have to go scrub the hall, and Okay. For those of you who've been around for a while, you know exactly what I mean. Why do we do that? Why don't we think a little bit more about the most efficient way to clean our rooms, to clean our building? So if you think about this, if you maintain your hallways really good, don't they look really nice in May? And they look really nice in September. So why take furniture out and scratch up the hallways so that you have to re-scrub them in the summer? If you were to keep your furniture in the classrooms and maybe move it from one side of the room, clean it, move it to the other side, that kind of thing, keep it in the classroom, not only are you going to not risk injuring yourself hauling it out the door and into the hallway, you're also not going to be screwing up your hallways by throwing furniture in the hallways and scratching your hall. So it's a lot less work. Is it a little bit more, how can I put it? When you have to move it side to side in the room, you're moving the furniture twice. Well, yeah, but you're kind of doing that anyway when you haul it out. So my advice is work smarter, not harder. Do I absolutely have to scrub this hallway this year? Or if I maintain it and keep it clean during the summer, will it go for another year? We'll get back to that just a little bit more here in a minute. But I want to talk a little bit about the work week. So most of the time in the summer, we work 4/10s. Yeah, you get there in the morning and it's nice and cool, great. You start doing your work. As the day drags on, not only is it a long day, but it gets warmer and warmer in the building. So let's say by Thursday, you're pretty beat. I've got an idea. Instead of just hitting it really hard inside the classrooms for 4 days a week until you get them all pounded out, try this idea. What if you were to say work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, really hard, hitting it, cleaning those rooms out, taking care of those those parts of your work. But what if we took 1 day a week during the summer, let's say Thursday, and did something a little bit different? Instead of moving furniture and scrubbing out rooms and things like that, what if we took that day and the head custodian and the night custodian went out together and picked up the grounds? What if the head custodian wrote the work orders that day? What if between the two of them they swept all the hallways? What if they maybe auto scrubbed one of the hallways? Or if you wanted to do a light scrub and recoat of one of the hallways, you could even do that. And you burnish your hallways, did that 1 day a week. So if we started that in June, by the time we get to the 1st of August, what do you think your hallways are going to look like? Okay, you have some people in your halls, but not a lot. But if you're continually once a week buffing them and cleaning them, your halls are going to look great. So maybe you're not going to need to scrub and recoat all of your hallways come August. That makes sense. That's working smarter, not harder. Now, another thing you could do on that 4th day of the week, you could take one bathroom, just one bathroom or one set of bathrooms, and you could deep clean that one set of bathrooms. You add up how many weeks we have in the summer, let's say 7, 8 weeks, and how many sets of bathrooms do you have in your building? Do you know that you could probably summer clean all of your bathrooms by just doing them one set at a time during the summer? So again, this is working smarter, not harder. The goal is to get to the 1st of August and not have a lot of work to do, or to be completely done. And imagine being able to get done with your classrooms and have hallways that looked good and have restrooms that were already done as you went. Wow, that's a pretty novel concept. Again, working smarter, not harder, and just rearranging your work week a little bit, because we all know what it's like. Those 410s by Thursday, oh, you are just beat. Okay, keeping up appearances. This is something that is very important and is something very unique for Salt Lake School District. We have been, for many years, pushing the idea of keeping your buildings looking like they could start school tomorrow if you had to. I know, strange concept. It's summer cleaning. You should be able to tear everything apart, right? Well, think about this. If you don't haul things out in the hallway, your hallways look nice. If you go around outside, pick up outside once a week, at least once a week. If you burnish and clean your hallways once a week. If you are cleaning your main restrooms that are being used by summer school or whoever once a week. What does that do to your building? Anybody who comes in the building, wow, this place looks ready to go for school. And quite frankly, it really is. So keep in mind that as you go and do your summer cleaning, this keeping up appearances is very, very important. And it's very easy to do. And it will help you, again, get through the summer. And by the time you get to August, well, we really are ready to start school whenever. So these are just a few of the little tips that that we wanted to throw your way and see, get your mind working. You know, we want you to see in your mind how you can best clean your building. But again, don't do it the same way just because, well, we did that last year, or that's how I came up through the district, is learning how to do it that way. No, we want you to think, how can I be more efficient and have a smoother running summer, not have to work as hard, but yet have better results? And it is actually very easy to do.
Thanks for joining us today, and we'll take a deeper dive another time into some of the details of how to get these great results that you see here during summer cleaning.